Hello everybody and welcome back to Alaris YouTube channel. In this lesson we will take a look at the custom parameter types interface in the administration menu. Generally, all the interfaces in the system have their own fields and all of them have their own functionality, but sometimes it might be useful for your work process to have one or several additional information fields. In this case, this interface can help you add the custom fields which can be used further. When opening the interface, you can see two panels. As usual, the left panel is a table of configurable custom parameters. The right panel contains the Add and Edit menus. Let's check all the parameters that can be configured. You can notice a warning telling you that all the changes done through the interface will become visible in careers after the tab is reopened. The next important field is Entity. It is the list of interfaces where custom parameter types can be added. All of those will be described in later lessons, but for our example let's choose the interface carriers where we'll be adding a new custom parameter. The second option is parameter name. It is simply the name of the parameter which will be displayed in the carriers interface. We will call it Alaris channel. Now we can configure a field type. Here are the possible values. Let's check all the variants one after another. The first type is text. As you can see, it will add a simple text field in the mentioned interface. It will be just an informational field where you can add some text. The next parameter is default value. Any information added here will be automatically displayed in the custom parameters, but by default it will be left blank. Required field is an option which allows making the field mandatory. As you can notice, the field will be marked and it will not let you save any changes without filling it. Validating regular expression serves to specify what type of the data can be added using regular expression. For example, you can restrict the input to the digits or Latin characters only. By hovering the cursor over the question mark, you can see some examples. Field width can be used to specify the size of the field. You can set the dimensions in pixels.
You do not need to fill the field compiled JSON, as it just shows the format of the custom parameter in the JSON format. These are all the fields required for the type text.
The type number will add two new fields, minimum and maximum values. You can use them to add boundaries for inserted values. In all other respects, the field will be similar to the previous one. Boolean will hide most parameters and will add a new one checked by default. This type will add a checkbox as you can see on the screen. The user will have an opportunity to select or deselect it. Using the option checked by default, you can specify whether it needs to be selected. Big text is the same as the text type except for the option field width. It creates a large field where you can add more text. The text type is list of values. In the added field you can list possible options that can be chosen by the user, by separating them using text wrapping as you can see on the screen. As a result, you will be able to see this list in the carriers interface. Additionally, you can make this parameter mandatory, so the user could not save the carrier without selecting the option from the list. The last two options are date and date and time. As you may have guessed, it lets you add date fields. You can specify the minimum and maximum values and the default date. After that, the user will be able to see these fields and choose the date. Click Submit to save the changes and the new field will appear in the carriers section once it is reopened. These are all the details that we plan to describe in this video. In case you have any other questions, you are always welcome to contact our support team. If you have any suggestions regarding the channel development, contact us at the following email. See you in the next lesson and thank you for watching.